Welcome to a fairy live stream. This is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to give you a tour of my studio today. So we're going to be catching up. I've missed you guys, and I know we need to do another live soon that is more face painting, but I wanted to show you guys and share some updates on what's been going on. So you can see this amazing greenery that surrounds me, and let's go for a little walk together. So we're coming around the side here, and this is my beautiful studio. I've got this awesome window that lets in the natural light, and I have these great barn doors that let me inside, and I'm gonna take you guys inside with me today. I can't wait. So friends, welcome to my studio. I would say this is where the magic happens, but you guys all know that a studio is not where the magic happens. The magic happens when we get to actually be with our people and face paint on kids and everything. But right now during COVID, I know it's being a big deal for me, so it has to be a big deal for you guys too. This is a really hard time. And so we're having to dig deep. But part of digging deep is finding out new things about us, new things about other people. We've had the chance to do collaborations, and we're just going through this time and we're getting all kinds of awesomeness. So I want to show you some of the awesomeness that I'm working on, some new things, and I want to share with you. I want to get some of your feedback and see how this can go. So moving forward, know that anything I say, they're all just ideas, okay? I'm not here trying to be like, hey, you know what you need to do. No, I'm here to tell you what I'm doing. And I'm welcoming you into my studio for the first time. A lot of the filming that I've done has been outside of the studio. So this is going to be really fun to show you inside of the studio. Okay. So let me show you. I have all these little notes to remind me of what I wanted to tell you guys. So, dear Laura, okay, here is my awesome board of reel. Okay, so what Dear Laura is I know that a lot of people have questions. I get a lot of personal messages, a lot of things saying, hey, how do I do this, or how do I do that, or what? Here, I'll let you guys look at me. What do I do in this situation? Or how would you handle that? Or are you going to sanitize your brushes? You know, there are a lot of different things people are asking me, and I care a lot about that. I care a lot about you guys, absolutely. But it can be kind of hard for me to keep up and to make sure that you guys are getting my full attention and that everything's going well. And so I felt really bad lately. I've sent a couple people messages that say like, oh, hey, I would love to answer your questions. You can hire me to do some personal coaching, but here's kind of a general gist. And I don't like doing that. I don't like that feeling. So absolutely, you can hire me for personal coaching, but I want to be able to be available. And so the way that I'm doing it is it's called Dear Laura. And so imagine like an advice column. Feel free to write me a letter or a postcard or whatever you want. And I'll show you. I even have this awesome P.O. box. Some of you may be aware of it, but here it is. Laura Pennock, Dear Laura, whatever you want, Fairy Fox Design. I will get it either way to P.O. Box 1972, Lawrence, Kansas 66044. And what Dear Laura is all about, you guys can check out my blog if you go to fairyfoxdesign.com. There's a Dear Laura tab at the top, and it's just where I'm going to answer the questions. And so if ever you're interested in what other people have asked me, you can go there. It's very chatty. It's very informal. I would love if you guys comment and say, Laura, I would do it this way. I would do it different. You know, let's give people as much information as we can. So super awesome. That's what Dear Laura is all about. As we move forward, we're going to be doing some more training. So let me show you what that is all about. Of course, we are living on Zoom. So I am offering private Zoom 101 class, private on Zoom 101 classes. I'm also doing a really cool weekly class where every Thursday night, my time, it's going to be 7 to 9, but it might, obviously, we have to figure out what that is for you. And those classes We'll talk more about them in a little bit. But if private isn't what you want because it's too expensive, but you want to pick a topic and get a bunch of your friends together, absolutely, let's do a group class on Zoom for you guys. So we've got that. And then here on the studio tour, we've got some more little drawings. We've got all of my awesome supplies over here, face paint and balloons, and you can see all of that. And then here's just, again, obviously we need places to store all of our cool stuff. This is my new sage wall. You might have seen me post about this, and I love this. This is me trying to remind myself that I'm not alone. Here are 12 people. Studio Ghibli is like a whole studio, but they had to be on the wall. And so these are the different things that I'm focused on, things that are important to me in my business. And then the little sticky notes are my to-do lists. And so this helps me feel like I am not trying to create something from nothing. Anyway, so from here, I wanted to talk for a second about classes. So a lot of you guys were amazing and you went to the summit. I know I learned a lot from the summit too. I absolutely loved what was going on there and all of the support that I felt there. And I love teaching, so that was awesome. And I'm looking forward to trying to do some more in-person workshops and different things coming up. But for right now, that's really kind of hard. And so as I put together new classes, those classes are going to go up on Skillshare. They're also going to go up on YouTube, and there'll be a paid link through Etsy. And so you, right now on my Etsy shop, you can see a beginning face painting class that I've put together, but I'll also be transitioning the Earning Your Stripes video that's all about tigers and the butterfly video that's there too. Anyway, so we'll be transitioning things over to Etsy, but they'll also stay on Skillshare. And so I just want to make sure that this training is available to you guys, to whoever wants it. Next in the studio, I'm so excited to show you guys. Okay, I gotta back up because it's so huge. This is my stay-at-home quilt. So I was really struggling with staying at home, and so me and my kids put this together, and we sewed a whole bunch of different houses and these empty streets, and he'd just be like, we need to remember this time where we had to stay at home. So I think that's pretty funny, but I also really like it. Okay, so don't feel like my YouTube channel is going away, okay? The tutorials and the live, they're definitely gonna be there. It's something that's really important to me, and you can see this dinosaur is next on the bracket. And so we are going to be doing this. Yay! Oh, thank you for loving the quilt. Anyway, so we've got these awesome dinosaurs. It looks a lot like my tree frog. I know, I guess you can see where I got that example from, but we are going to be doing that, guys, soon. So yeah, YouTube is not going anywhere. Here's all kinds of markers and things, and then henna and trying to keep things clean and whatever. And then I had some blues on my wall that didn't stay, and an amazing person who's actually here on the live with us, but I can't pronounce your handle, said that I needed to paint the wall. And I haven't yet, as you can see. But I did put up this little picture that I drew of some fairies. So anyway, I'm getting there. And then there's another picture that I did not do, but I absolutely love. So that had to be in the studio too. Okay, so here we have the desk. This is where I do some more work, and this is where I wanted to tell you guys about Learning with Laura. So what we're doing here is this is a Facebook group. If you are interested, this is where I talk about what I'm learning. And so I've been really working on my character illustration. And that's something that I've been doing. I've been taking classes on Skillshare, trying to learn how to use my iPad better and all of this. I'm looking to learn and grow. I really hope that you're looking to learn and grow too. And so Learning with Laura is a place where I am available to see what you're interested in. I am there. Please post pictures of your face paintings. I'll post pictures of my face paintings. I just got Milena's new flower book, and I can't wait to start working through that. So it's absolutely awesome to learn together. And if you have a picture that you painted that was one of my tutorials and you want some feedback, that's a great place to put it and say, hey, what do you think? Anyway, so that can be really fun. That's Learning with Laura. It's a closed group, but you know, ask to join, and you totally can. Anyway, okay, so couple last things. There is a website called Buy Me a Coffee. And what that does is I'm really, and this is a hard step to do, but I'm opening myself up to being supported more by the artistic community that I'm trying so hard to serve. So if you are in a position where you need support, I am here to support you, okay? We've got the Learning with Lara, totally free. We've got the YouTube, totally free. We've got the blog where I'm trying to answer questions, totally free. All of this is going to stay there. I am here for you. I want to cheer you on. I want to be one of your cheerleaders. I want to help you learn and grow. I also want to offer a few more premium features. And so Buy Me a Coffee is a place where you can go to say, hey, thank you so much for all the work that you're doing. I love it. Here you go. Here's a coffee. And they make that really easy. There is also the place where you can buy tickets to the weekly class. The weekly class is going to cost $20. It's not a whole lot, but it's a 2-hour class and we'll be going through different topics. So this week we're going to be doing all about flowers, which I'm really excited. Anyway, and so this weekly class is going to be great. The other option that Buy Me a Coffee has is that you can become a supporting member of Fairy Fox Design. So as a member, it's a monthly payment. I think it's going to be set at like $20 for the month. And one of the things that you can know that you're supporting my studio, but I'm also going to try and put a lot of value there. So you become an all access member to any of the classes that I'm in charge of. Obviously, I can't give you free admission to things like the summit, but as I put classes up on YouTube, not tutorials, but actual classes, or as these live classes are happening, there will actually be a way for you to attend any of the ones you want at no extra charge. And so this is kind of like your VIP membership card. If you want to be a VIP member of Fairy Fox Design, I would love to have you. And there will be special posts just for you guys, and you'll have some input. If you want to ask me certain questions, I might make a YouTube tutorial based just for you. It'll be a really special thing. So that's my ask. How is that? I'm trying really hard not to be like, oh, I'm sorry. But anyway, so if you're in a position to support me, I would love to be supported by you. If you're not, absolutely don't go away. This is a place for you to be able to get the support you need. I really believe in community and I want to be an active part of that community. So I'm really looking for ways to learn and grow. And one of those ways that I'm doing it, now I am not a shop, okay? I have a shop, fairyfoxstore.com is my shop. But I love Matina, I love Heather, and I love Tal and Anna with Just Paint. I mean, all of these people are absolutely amazing, okay? They matter to me. I've been a great supporter of a lot of different shops. Please continue to support those shops. I am not looking to, get into the business. But I love helping people. You guys know that about me. And so one of the things that I've wanted to be able to do is when people come to me and they say, I need some face paint. It happens a lot local. It also happens once in a while on a channel. I love to be able to help people get a beginner's kit or get a color combination that I really love, that I don't see out there. And so one of the things that you guys are so awesome to ask me about all the time are these little strip bands. It's just like a little piece of Band-Aid, KT tape, that I use on my thumb. So you'll see it all over the place. Normally it costs about $20 to be able to get a roll of KT tape. And that's a big ask if you don't know if it'll even work for you. And so I was able to find these little, there are just 3 strips in here. Each strip, I cut into 3. And so this is 9 little thumb wraps. And at first I was like, oh, sweet, and I was buying them and everything. And then I realized other people might want to try these. So that is the kind of thing that you can expect to see on my shop. Just something that I really like. I kind of want to put it out there, and it's not in a traditional face paint shop. So if you're interested, if ever you want to go on there and see what is Lara selling right now, there might be something, and that's kind of fun. So that's something that I'm dabbling in. Anyway, I was just so excited about all of these changes, all of these ways that I'm trying to adapt and stay relevant in this crazy time. And so if there are things that, these changes that sounds exciting to you, let me know. If there are things that you would love to see, please, I'm always open for something. Be there to support you guys. One of the things, and this is like a secret, I'm just going to tell you, Oh, B. Meyer, why do I tape my thumb? Okay, let me tell you all about it in 2 seconds or less, because I know that this is a long video for you guys to watch without any face painting. But my thumb, it's an overuse injury. When we face paint or when we do any art, really, over and over and over, and we have this little cramped hand style, the pressure on our joints is really quite high. So I don't know if you've ever have felt the need to take some ibuprofen or ice your hand after work, or even just a massage feels really good. Well, if you're getting older, or if you're just silly like me and you don't take very good care of your hands, your joints can wear out prematurely. And that's what's happened to my thumb. And so this tape, I just wrap it around and it creates tension, and it makes it so that it's hard for me to bend my thumb, and it just saves me. I used to be able to paint for about 20 minutes before I was in pain, and now I can paint for 12 hours and my hand gets tired, but I don't deal with the pain anymore. So that's why I tape my thumb. If that's not something you're dealing with, I'm so happy for you. Don't worry at all about that information. But okay, so here's a quick little sneak peek about something crazy exciting that I've been working on. This has been a huge project for weeks and weeks and kind of for months. So let me show it to you. I am working on a coloring book that is going to be help you transition from a hobby to a job. And so if face painting full-time is something that you're interested in, then I want to help you make that decision. Is this the right time? Is this the right thing? And so I'm going to be putting this all together, hopefully in the next month or two. I just finished the illustrations today, but you can see this page is all about a pep talk and what a pep talk is and when we need pep talks, and I have been having an absolute blast putting this together for you. So just to finish our little tour of my studio, we have the banner that you will probably recognize, and we have my little fox pillows, and then we have some sewing equipment that every couple of days I think I should sew masks, and then I decide no, I shouldn't. Anyway, so over here we've some awesome storage bins that I hide because I don't like the way they look. And then here is my cool bag that Bob Ross goes with me everywhere. And I have an awesome the window that we saw outside. There are my cool curtains. And then we have these beautiful mirrors. And one of my favorite things about these mirrors is, see, and there I am, hi, is that they are like funhouse mirrors. They distort the image. And I love being reminded that my perspective is only my perspective. And so some days I come into the studio and I've gained 60 pounds, and other days I come in and I've lost 20, just depending on how the mirrors are looking at me today. So it's been really fun to flesh out this studio space. And hi, Beck from Ecuador. And I want to show you one last thing. As we are in a position where we can't do art like we normally would, practicing doesn't need to just be the same as doodling. So here you can see a whole bunch of rocks that I bought from a local shop, and I've just taken the time to practice my henna with just a white puff paint. And now when people visit my studio, they almost always notice them because they're right here. And I am like, hey, take one with you. And it's been a really fun way for me to feel like I can still practice, I can still make something meaningful. Obviously, face paint won't translate as well onto rocks, but acrylic paint will. And so as you are learning, don't feel like you just have to paint your own face over and over and over. Look for other ways to practice because it really will make a difference. This is a time where we can build our skill sets, and that's awesome. I'm so excited to continue to share and to release this information. I'm glad you like my studio. I love my studio too. Anyway, so I just wanted you guys to see where I'm at and what I'm doing. I want you to know what a difference you guys make. I started face painting 10 years ago this summer, and watching everything dissolve and fall apart, as you know, for all of us, everything canceled. And even now that things are starting to pick back up, I know that will be one of the last things that comes back. Anyway, and so it's been really meaningful, the chance that I have had, and I know a lot of you have had, to be a part of the bigger face painting world, and that digging deeper. So anyway, I can't wait to hear what you guys think and to spend more time together and making all of this magic happen. So anyway, hooray for that. Yeah, let me know as you guys have questions or what I can do for you. I am here for you. That's really all I want, but also I'm here for you. So we will get through this regardless of how exactly I know it will end, and everything's gonna be okay. Bye guys.